Breaking up can feel like an emotional storm, often bringing waves of pain, regret, and sorrow. We invest so much of ourselves, our hearts, our hopes, our very essence, in these connections. And when they end, it can feel like we've lost a part of ourselves. It's raw, it's messy, and it hurts. But here's the thing about storms. They pass. And while healing takes time, there are ways to support your psychological well-being and gradually rebuild a positive mindset. We need to show ourselves the same company we'd offer a dear friend going through the same thing. Remember, you are worthy of love, belonging, and joy, even in the midst of heartbreak. This isn't about rushing to get over it or pretending the pain doesn't exist. It's about acknowledging the depth of what you're feeling, allowing yourself to grieve the loss, and then slowly, intentionally, beginning to rebuild. Here's a guide to managing the emotional impact of a breakup with a focus on nurturing mental health. It's completely natural to reminisce about past memories and shared moments after a breakup. Our minds naturally gravitate towards those moments, especially in the beginning. We replay conversations, we revisit places that held special meaning, and we find ourselves clinging to the echoes of what was. While occasional thoughts about your ex are normal, lingering on them can damage your emotional well-being, fueling sadness and prolonging the pain. It's like picking at a scab. It prevents the wound from truly healing. Instead of fighting these thoughts, try to notice them as they come and go, without judgment or rumination. Imagine them like leaves floating down a stream. You see them, you acknowledge them, but you don't reach out to grab them and hold on. Let them flow by. Practicing mindfulness can help you acknowledge these memories without letting them take over your mental state. This isn't about erasing the past or pretending it didn't shape you. It's about making peace with it, learning from it, and then gently shifting your focus to the present moment and the possibilities that lie ahead. Breakups often bring a tidal wave of negative thoughts, self-blame, and regrets. It's easy to fall into the trap of what-ifs and if-onlys. We question our worth, our choices, and our ability to love and be loved. These thoughts can seem overwhelming and lead to a depressive state if left unchecked. One helpful analogy is to view these thoughts as mental demons that feed on your regrets, pain, and sorrow. They whisper doubts in your ear, amplify insecurities, and try to convince you that you're not good enough, strong enough, or worthy of happiness. But here's the key. You don't have to let them take up residence in your mind. Each time you entertain these thoughts, they gain strength and power over your psyche. But each time you choose to challenge them, to question their validity, and to replace them with more compassionate and realistic ones, you weaken their hold. Remember, you are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts, and you have the power to choose which ones you'll give your attention to. When you're reeling from a breakup, it's crucial to surround yourself with a supportive environment. Think of it as creating a safety net for your heart. This might be a circle of close friends who offer a listening ear and words of encouragement, family members who remind you of your strength and resilience, or even a therapist who can provide a safe and non-judgmental space to process your emotions. Being in a safe emotional space helps create a buffer against those negative thoughts we talked about earlier. It's like having a team of cheerleaders on the sidelines of your mind, reminding you of your worth and cheering you on as you navigate this challenging time. And don't underestimate the power of solitude. Sometimes, the most healing thing you can do is create a quiet space for yourself where you can simply be. Take a long bath, curl up with a good book, listen to music that soothes your soul, whatever helps you feel grounded and at peace. The key is to be intentional about who and what you allow into your energy field during this time. Surround yourself with people and activities that nourish your spirit and help you feel loved and supported. After a breakup, self-care can feel like the last thing you want to do. When we're hurting, it's easy to neglect our own needs and let healthy habits fall by the wayside. But here's the thing. Self-care isn't selfish, it's essential, especially during times of emotional upheaval. It doesn't have to be anything elaborate or time-consuming. Start with small, manageable steps that you can incorporate into your daily routine. Take a walk in nature and let the fresh air clear your head. Put on your favorite music and dance like nobody's watching. Journal your thoughts and feelings to get them out of your head and onto paper. The key is to find activities that bring you joy, help you de-stress, and allow you to reconnect with yourself. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness and compassion you would offer a loved one going through a difficult time. Remember, self-care isn't a luxury, it's an act of self-preservation. By taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being, you're giving yourself the best possible chance to heal and move forward. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, be kind and patient with yourself. Healing isn't instant. It's not a race, and there's no finish line. It's a process. And like any process, it takes time. There will be good days and bad days, moments of progress and setbacks along the way, and that's okay. It's okay to feel vulnerable, to grieve what was, and to feel uncertain about the future. Allow yourself to feel those emotions fully, without judgment or self-criticism. Remember, you're human, and you're allowed to hurt. Accepting that this process will take time can relieve some of the pressure to move on quickly. There's no magic formula or timeline for healing. It's about honoring your own unique journey and moving at a pace that feels right for you. By focusing on small daily actions to support your mental well-being, you'll build emotional strength gradually and in your own time. And as you do, you'll begin to rediscover your resilience, your capacity for love, and your belief in the possibility of a brighter tomorrow. Overcoming a breakup is ultimately about reclaiming your peace and empowering your mind. It's about your own strength, your capacity for love, and your belief in the possibility of a brighter tomorrow. By being mindful of your thoughts, avoiding mental demons, and focusing on self-care, you'll find yourself gradually moving toward a happier, healthier place. It's about learning to love yourself, flaws and all, and trusting that you are worthy of happiness. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. Reach out to your support system, practice self-compassion, and trust that in time, you will heal and emerge from this experience stronger and more resilient than ever before.